Hello YouTube, my name is The Count, or just Count, as people call me. This is my first of hopefully many YouTube videos, and so I'm just going to do essentially an introduction of myself and talk about why I've decided to make these videos. While I have immense respect for all of the goths out there that post YouTube videos about the scene, I find the vast majority of goth-related topics to be skewed towards a younger female audience. And while that point of view is completely valid, I'm hoping to fill an area which I find lacking on YouTube. I'm also looking to raise the intellectual bar, so to speak, and bring a bit more of a psychological academia to the subject of goth, which I don't think is found on YouTube very often. So what will these videos be about? Well, I won't be posting outfit of the day videos. I won't be posting tutorial style videos. Probably not even vlog videos. That's a bit redundant. Though I may in the future. We'll see how it goes. The main purpose of these videos are to discuss topics of controversy within the scene and issues which are solely affecting to the goth subculture. I do have a list of topics that I'm going to cover. I've already started writing some of it. However, if there is something in particular you have a question about, or anything that you'd want me to discuss, feel free to send it to my inbox, and I'll make sure I read all of those and hopefully get to some of them. So I'm going to do my best to keep these videos short and to the point. I feel that a lot of people tend to ramble, repeat talking points over and over, and go on tangents very often. So I'm going to do my best to avoid that. Many of these videos I will be reading from notes. Hopefully that won't seem too awkward. It's just that I find, as an introvert, it's easier for me to convey a message through writing than off-the-cuff, stream of consciousness style speaking. So, with that out of the way, let me tell you a bit about myself. My credentials, as they were. I've been in the goth scene since my baby bat years, which began when I was about 15. A bit later than some people, but I grew up in a very conservative Christian family, so I wasn't really exposed to that type of thing. I've been a goth DJ for the last 6 years. I've played clubs and bars, but the mainstay of my DJ production is the Requiem podcast, which is a weekly goth show that consists of mixes of music from death rock to terror EBM, pretty much the whole gambit of underground music. I'll post the link below in the notes so you can find it. I don't have any piercings. The only tattoos I have are these bat tattoos on the side of my head, which I'm very fond of. I am married, and we just had our first son a few weeks ago. He was born on January 30th. I think I hear him crying in the other room right now, actually. His name is Link, after the protagonist in the Legend of Zelda games. However, I think the thing that most qualifies me to spout my opinions about our subculture to the world is how studious I am. The last 8 years or so, I've purposely and meticulously spent time studying the subculture. Okay, sorry, my son was crying, so I grabbed him so we can finish the video with Daddy, since see this. Here, I'll show you. This is my little baby. Say hello. Okay, so where was I? So yeah, I've been studying the subculture. I've purposely spent hours reading online forums, articles. I have a fairly substantial book collection on the subject. Although I think the most important aspect to that are the people I've spent my time with. People that are renowned within the scene, or just goths that I come in contact with. DJs, members of bands, writers. Beyond that, I've also gone out of my way to befriend goths from around the world, as many as I could, just because I find the variance in opinions from country to country to be very interesting. Some are very subtle, some are a lot more obvious, but I think that's something that I've found to be most interesting, the similarities and differences between countries and cultures. At one point, I was actually a writer for a goth webzine. I was going to be doing a goth lifestyle section, sort of monthly or bi-monthly article about how to live in the real world as a goth. That didn't work out very well. The editor and I had some unreconcilable differences of opinion. Though I have posted some of those articles on my Facebook. But it did give me the opportunity to reach out to more goths around the globe. I put together a survey of my own that I sent privately to a bunch of people to do some research for various topics involving the subculture. So all this information I've let sink into me, mingle with my preconceived notions of the subculture and my own experiences, and sort of create the opinions that I have today, for what they're worth. So the way I plan on ending these videos is with a book recommendation. So let me see if I can get this guy to lay down and be quiet for a few minutes so I can do that. So I thought the first book I would use as a recommendation would be a vampire novel. The name of this book is Blood Muse. Here's the cover. This is actually a collection of short stories. They're all about 8 to 10 pages. So I actually like to read this before I go to bed. You can read a story or two before you go to sleep. All of these stories revolve around some form of the arts, whether that be music, sculpture, writing, painting, that type of thing. It's really interesting. They're all very well written. It's very intellectual. There's some really heady experiences that are portrayed in these stories. I really recommend it. And as a bonus, I'm going to recommend a movie. This is the Goth Cruise documentary about the Carnival, well, formerly Carnival cruise ship, where every year a bunch of goths from around the country and some parts of Europe come together and go on a trip for a week. And it's actually has some really insightful things to say about the subculture. So if you haven't seen that, I recommend it. You can get it on Amazon. So that'll close out the first video. I hope you are looking forward to future videos. Like I said, I have topics ready to be discussed, so whenever I get time, I'll be recording and posting those up for everyone. So thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you're interested, and I will see you shortly.